Welcome to Huddle for Success. I'm your host, Duane Gibbs, alongside my partner, Mark Bruce, the Hall of Famer, as we come to you each and every Monday with a new episode. Also, join us every Wednesday and Friday where we do a quick huddle up with a just quick mindful thought that lasts anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes. And so, with that being said, let's huddle up.
Welcome to Huddle for Success, real talk, real goals, and real results, where they help you make it happen in your life and business. Your hosts are Mark Bruce and Duane Gibbs, and they're here to help you level up your mindset, growth, and your success. Whether you're after personal growth or financial growth, they have you covered. Now let's huddle up.
Mark,
good to see you, Duane. I'm good. We've got lots of guests on today.
Yes,
it's going to be fun.
Look at them all. It's 2026 as Mark and I mentioned. Going into the new year, we've really third and fourth quarter was our planning from last year going into this year of new guests, repeated guests that are evolving. Today is definitely a special guest because it's a great topic everybody's going to want to hear about. He's going to talk about what he's doing, how he got involved in that, a special training that he's going to be having in Tampa that you all are going to be able to attend. And so with that being said, Mark, you do the honors and welcome our guest.
I've known this guy for quite a while. Happens to be my brother-in-law, Jimmy Schaefer, who lives in Tampa, and I'm excited to have him on. He's my go-to when it comes to tech and AI, and I'm excited to have you on, Jim. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Mark.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you for the first time, Duane. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, we heard a lot about you. Every time there's a problem that we have with AI, or even when we were getting started with our CRM system and all, and I'd say, you need to call Jimmy, and Mark was like, not again. He's not going to take my call. I said, just call him, blow up the phone. He'll answer eventually. So it's great to put a name to a face, and welcome to the show. Yeah. I know that you're diving into an area that's so important to everyone. We were just talking before we started the show of how people have to start embracing AI. If not, they're going to be left behind. And I'm sure you have a lot to talk about and share with us, things that we don't know and what you have coming up here in the next couple of weeks that Mark's going to be at your event talking on. And that's awesome.
Why don't you tell everybody, give everybody a little history of what you've done, what you're doing, and what your projects are.
Okay. So I've been doing marketing for over a decade. I started with when the internet started, when it was first created, I guess, putting home builders online and trying to convert them to get them from a book onto the website, and teaching realtors how to use a computer at the time, which was a lot of fun. Remember Gateway?
Yeah.
The cow box?
Yeah.
So the Gateway was just coming out at the time, and we had a deal with Gateway because they needed to move product, and they gave us a really good deal to put Gateway computers into realtor offices.
That was my very first computer, was a Gateway computer that I made my sister's husband put a removable hard drive in it because I wanted to be able to hold my data. I didn't want it to just be in the box. I needed to hold it. I needed paper or something. Yeah.
So as a startup, I was doing a little bit of everything, from selling to the builders to training the realtors, as I said, and I used to have to take the calls from the realtors. And I once got a call from an agent that was couldn't find the drink holder, the cup holder on the computer. I'm like, cup holder? There's no cup holder. What are you talking about? And I finally realized that they had pushed the CD-ROM button and watched somebody else put a drink in it. I'm like, please do not put your drinks in the cup holder.
That's funny. That's funny.
That is funny. Yep.
About 13, 14 years ago, I got out of that and started my own marketing company called Real Reach Marketing. So I've been doing that for 15 years. I've transitioned from builders and developers, which was my main clientele, to now more in the medical, chiropractors, and so forth. And now that the AI is so huge, we're transitioning into more of the AI training, AI content creation, AI follow up, everything.
Yeah. I mean, I think this time in the world has to be similar to, you think back to the 1900s. In 1905, Henry Ford developed, the factory that started building cars. Everybody else was riding horses at the time. 2014, the Wright brothers invent flying for the first time. By 2009, I mean by 1919, World War I's going, and we've got fighter planes with machine guns on them. I mean, we went from horse and buggy to flying airplanes shooting at people in a matter of 20 or 30 years. And people back then must have been going, oh my gosh, it's going so fast. Well, now with AI, those 20 or 30 years are going to be 20 or 30 months or weeks. It's going to get so fast. I mean, who's behind you? Who are all these people behind you? What's going on with all that?
So that's my arsenal, my AI arsenal. Each one of those people back there have a job. Let's start with I know. I know is the snowy owl, and I know who's on your website. So I know some code that I put on my clients' websites that know who's coming to the website, captures their email address. They don't have to fill out a form. So many people don't fill out forms anymore, and because of this technology now, I grab most of the people that come to the website, put them in a database, and the reason that people are getting so much email now is this. So you might hate me for it, but it's the first start is capturing their email. Then I have Avery back there. She is a shapeshifter. That's the blonde woman who's going back and forth back there. So she is my content, which takes the form of any of my clients. Each one I have her in the form of a swan for Swan Medical. So she's a mascot. Okay. She's also a tree frog for Tree Mart. What else do I have? So mascots are so. It used to take thousands of dollars to tens of thousands of dollars to create a mascot.
Yeah. Back in the day when your sister and I had a tanning salon, we created Sun Bob No Pants, but right. he was just a cartoon on a T-shirt was all he was. Oh, I can't wait to have him maybe become part of the arsenal. That would be cool.
Yeah. So content is so hard to create for, especially like a chiropractor. Like, what are they going to do? They don't have time to create the videos. And now with something that I can create and put content to and be in commercials, I can pump out content, and content is so important. Then I have Rocket. Rocket is my, he's the raccoon back there, and he is my Google Business Profile Manager, AI manager. So he helps my clients move from whatever page they're on Google to the first page of the map results. So if you picture doing a search in Google, you have the paid results, and then the map results, and then the organic results. So there's only three people, three links or 4 links maybe on that map, Google Maps, and Rocket helps us get there by automating the posting, the reviews, the review responses. Just does so much thing on a daily basis while other people are sleeping that Google sees, and Google moves them up because it sees that they are active. And Google has wanted social media for so long, and they kept failing. And their Google Business Profile is now Google social media.
Okay. Wow. All right. So Rocket Raccoon, that's the mascot for the for the program that you install that helps get everybody's website to page one of the Google searches. Very
Correct.
cool. Very cool.
Correct.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then there's a woman that keeps fading in and out.
Nova is my guiding light. She's my AI. She's the one that pulls everything together, analyzes where these people are in the marketing, looks at their Google AdWords, and their Google, everything that analytic wise, she pulls that together and helps me figure out the next step. She also helps me create content, and maybe I need to figure out what the swan's going to do next for my chiropractor. So she helps me determine what the content's going to be.
All right. So where does Nova live? I mean, how did you create Nova? I mean, what?
Nova is ChatGPT.
Okay.
It's just I name my chat Nova, and she's, so if I talk about her, it's chat. It's, or another large language model. But I've taught chat to be.
And I've heard you talk to Nova, and I've heard Nova talk back to you when we've been on the phone. I mean, so it's all, you're not typing into chat to talk to her, right?
No, she's right here. We just
she's right here.
She's right here. She's always beside me.
Duane, I see a question that you got to ask. I don't know, but
no. So, what prompted you to start to go down this road? I guess people would want to know, because before we started again conversation of not meeting you, wanting to know, and one, giving you kudos, like I said earlier, about jumping into this. We're not young, you find more people that are younger that are embracing this. And I talked about computers was a big thing, obviously, and then the cell phone comes about so fast, and then now AI is really the biggest thing. And I truly believe that this is going, I don't need to say it, everybody else has said it. This is the next greatest thing that is happening, that you can't stop, that is going to change businesses, change lives, and really create a different level that people can play at. And if they're not embracing this on their business, day-to-day plan, then they're missing the boat, whether it be marketing, whether it be capturing information for clients, all of that. And so what was your vision of, hey, you wanted to start learning it, what was your thought process from the beginning, and how was your vision of thinking, if I develop this, I can help people? How was that thought process? How was it started?
I don't know that it was. It's evolving. It's evolving as fast as AI is evolving, right? Because who knows what it can do tomorrow that it can't do today, or it couldn't do yesterday.
Sure.
So
sure.
I really started with Rocket, and there's a company out there that's my vendor, actually, that helped you with Rocket, that really is doing a lot of the stuff they do with the Google Business Profile, and the things that they're state of the art, top of the line. And when I saw them doing that, I started looking at other things that we could use AI for, and that's that the I know came along, and the lead follow up, and again, it's building, and having all these pieces together is really when I saw that there's having a whole arsenal and being the full complete marketing circle that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's really neat because, all right, so my wife, Jimmy's sister, went down and visited with him, and you took her out on a boat, and you were going to try and show her manatees, and it wasn't the right time for manatees, that the water temperature was wrong or something. Well, next thing I know, she's down there, and I get this picture with her in a boat with manatees. It's like, oh my gosh. Of course, now they were cartoon manatees, but.
And I think Avery and Nova were also in the boat.
Yeah, yes, they were. How long did it take you to create that? I mean,
5 minutes, maybe.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, it
And
was.
so what was your uh, I mean, your background, I mean, was your obviously engineer, you have a creative mind. Um, I mean that's what you I mean that's what you mastered in college, correct?
Actually, so I started with engineering and then got distracted a little bit with the bartending, but I needed the college degree, so I went back and I actually graduated from USF with economics. It was the fastest way
Economics.
to get me out
Gotcha.
of there. But then it
I
was
got you.
the marketing. I was working for the marketing company and really watching the .com grow and watching the. So I was just below the management. I was management, but the people above me got very rich from it. It's realtor.com now is the website
Gotcha.
that I
Yeah,
started working for, and the people that started that are all on boats and made millions of dollars.
of course, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I'm not going to miss the AI boat.
yeah, good for you. Good for you. Just remember who we are, so in case we need to borrow the boat, we say, hey, we know Jimmy, and so we can get on the boat. So good for you. Um, how did you initially feel like you could put it to work? When everything started, why'd you think of different clients? I mean, were you thinking small? Were you thinking, hey, I'm going to go start with big companies because it's evolving so fast? Or did you know the chiropractor? Did you know these people and want to start helping grow their business? Or what was how'd you get your first client?
Well, it was mostly traditional marketing when I first started, and as the AI started to do more, I started involving more AI and leveraging it a little bit more. The mascot, when I saw what you could do with VEO3 and some of these other platforms that you can quickly make the animations, that's really like okay, mascots. I need to push mascots, and
Branding
I'm having
branding people's company.
correct,
Yeah.
correct.
So that
Um,
would be nice to have the golden arches come alive.
yeah,
I'm surprised, or Burger King, have it talking. And so I would anticipate they have a marketing department that is obviously doing something like that. But I mean, I think that's everything that we're going to see that evolves.
oh, sure, sure. I see more and more commercials every day that are all AI. The McDonald's does have a commercial that's got a lot of AI in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the thing about it is we're soon not going to know what's AI and what's
Nope,
not.
That's
nope.
right. Well,
Yeah.
just think of the opportunity for business owners, to where I could tell you with Mark and I, when we do our podcast or we do our huddle ups or we do any type of podcast with anybody else, it takes a lot of time. I mean, it's a lot of time, not only creating the show, but developing it out and us recording and then having to do any type of editing of prompts in the beginning, at the end. So I mean, our time, that's not the best use of our time. And so there
Mhm.
are other things that we should be doing. And so I'm sure that your chiropractors are like that because, they didn't want to have to be in the forefront of having to be so creative when their job, I mean, they're better used at
Right.
doing what they're supposed to do. As an owner of a business, they still want to be evolved and be a part of that. But that's probably something that they could hand off to an admin person to where they don't, they can get he or she can give their admin department an idea and say, hey, this is what I want to create or this is what I'm thinking, and they can go do it and he can worry about it. And I say that because with Mark and I being a small company and just starting out, um, obviously everybody goes through it. The owners are involved and hands on everything that we do, but it'd be nice to have some you know AI take over that to where it alleviates some of the time.
Right, right. And YouTube is so important now. I mean, YouTube is owned by Google.
Mhm.
So as AI comes more and more used on searches, YouTube is they're going to push a lot of people to YouTube. They're going to push them to you. They already are. YouTube and the Google Business Profile is going to be Google's main source for content. So I have a pain med doc that used to do his own YouTube videos, and he's too busy to do that now. But now I have a pain bot that can talk about pain, and we can create, and the animation can do it all. So we're getting him back on YouTube. His YouTube channel has been dead for 2 years, and we're like, we need to refurbish this YouTube channel.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've seen in some of the promos that you've done, especially for the event you've got coming up at the end of the month. You have an AI generated version of yourself.
I do.
Yeah.
Doing the videos.
I do. And he does a much better job than I do.
Well, he looks like you. Sometimes he doesn't always sound like you. I'm not sure what's going on with that one, but it does look like you, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's cool.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and you know, most of the people, thank goodness, don't even know what I sound like. So
right.
Like, does it matter? No, let's get it out.
So, are you getting a bunch of pushback from people that don't want to embrace AI? And what's that conversation like? Where, you know, there's still people that I know have flip phones, you know, that don't want to go to an iPhone, and you know, it's the pushback, and now I don't have good service. Well, you better get an iPhone because, you know, it's definitely, you're behind the time. So what's that conversation like, and how do you get them over that hump?
That's a great question. I do have a couple that are very pushed back, and they're actually home builders, as a matter of fact, which have always been the slowest to get them to go to new technology. They used to call it the bleeding edge, and I don't know how I'm going to get some of them over it. You know, I have when Rocket does some things, it goes out to them to be approved, and the majority of my clients say it's perfect, it's good. But I have some that are, nope, they need to change everything. They're not going to accept that AI wrote it as good or better as them. They're just, I don't know. Yeah. I guess some people are more control of what they want to do, and I'm not sure how I'm going to get past some of those people.
Well, eventually you'll get past some of those people because they'll be left behind.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think the best way to explain it is, you know, what's your time worth? You know, so are you willing to give up a little bit of, I got to be right and it's got to all be me, versus your time? And so, right, you know, at the end of the day, a logical answer is, this really is, it knows more than I know. You know, we were talking earlier about creating movies. Steven Spielberg. I mean, anybody that knows, anybody that never watched movies knows who Steven Spielberg is. And he talked about, you know, the power of AI to where they're going to be able to put information in and have no idea what a movie would look like by hitting a button, and it's going to produce. It's going to tell them how many characters, what everything looks like. And he said it's going to be better than his imagination, better than his ability. And so for somebody at that caliber, that level, that can say, hey, this is going to be better than me, but efficient-wise, I could still profit from it because my name's on it. You know what I mean? So his name is going to be worth more. So efficiency, quality, excitement, vision, all of that is going to have a big play in it. And so that's probably the first question I'd ask somebody is, are you so concerned about being right? Or are you so more concerned about your time and money? And so I would bet at the end of the day, they're gonna let that go. And maybe not. Maybe there are some people that just, like you said, have to be right, and will be behind times.
Yeah.
I tell you, one of the coolest things that I saw that's coming, Glenn Beck and the Blaze TV, he's bought at auction all kinds of original documents from George Washington. All right. And he's fed all of those original writings of George Washington, all the original diaries and stuff,
Oh, cool.
and thought into AI, and he's developed an Arsenal type character of George Washington. And I've
Wow.
seen he's done an interview with George Washington and asked him about, what were you guys thinking when you were writing the Constitution?
And
And
Beck did
That's
that?
cool.
yes, and
That's
Wow.
cool.
he's introducing it this year, where he's going to be broadcasting it on the Blaze, pieces of it. But I think he's got a museum in Dallas that you can actually go to, and you might actually be able to go talk to George Washington.
Wow.
Is that
That's
unbelievable?
Cool. That's cool.
Or what? So
So I have a question for you. And talking about our book, Playbook for Life, I know that you have the book. You recently got it, so I know haven't been all the way through it. It's fine. But my question is, you know the type of people that we help, with Mark and I coaching and our clients, whether they need to reinvent themselves, whether they're looking to start their own business, or they just it's a soccer mom that wants to go start making bread and sell bread, or whatever that is, whatever it is. How do you feel like this can help somebody that is looking to reinvent themselves, and is at a point to where, I don't know if I can do it, and that's really not my background, and I'm uncomfortable? What's that look like for someone starting new into it? And what would you suggest to them?
It's a great question, Dwayne, and that's really part of the reason that I asked Mark to come down and help me with my workshop.
I
Because
wish I could
that's
come, but I can't get away. I'd love to come.
yeah.
well, I got extra room here if you can make it. You have a place to stay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, but we're going to go through a vision and help my audience find the vision and figure out what they want to do and where they need to be at the end of this year. And part of that is I have 10 questions that we're going to put into AI, and for each specific person, and it's going to come out with an answer and help us figure out where their destination, where they want to be. And then we're going to use those answers and actually put that back into AI and do what's called a text to image. And we're going to create images, almost like the old vision board. Remember the vision board that you used to sit down and cut out the magazine and say, okay, I want this boat, I want this body, and I want whatever it is that you see yourself, the vision. Well, now we're going to do that with AI, and I'm actually going to have you in that picture, whatever, in the boat, in the whatever it is, talking to a big audience, whatever that vision is that we find. And I'm going to help you use AI to get there, and then we're going to figure out the next steps to do to get you there, to carry on with that using AI as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
That's
vision.
impressive.
Yeah, vision boards are so cool. I mean, I know you used it a lot. Recently you were going to compete in some bodybuilding contests, and you had you did it. You had a vision board, and is he gonna? He disappeared.
No,
but
you're not taking off your shirt, are you?
I still got
Okay.
it. You see it? I don't know if you can see it.
Best abs ever. I saw that part.
Yeah, that's the only part that came true.
But yeah, so that definitely ties into what Playbook for Life is all about. It's mindset and how to plant an idea in your mind and let it grow, and to use AI to make that even stronger. I'm excited to come down. So tell everybody when this event's going to be and a little bit more about it.
Okay, it's January 29th. It's from 8:30 in the morning until 1 p.m. in Land O'Lakes. The first one's not, we're not going to do it. It's going to be in person only, but we will record it and we will get it online, or have another one that's going to be virtual.
Yep. Very cool.
That's awesome. That's
so it's going to be
awesome.
it's going to be a hands-on workshop. Everybody's going to bring their computer. They're going to be able to, while they're sitting there, they're going to be able to plug in, utilize the AI prompts that you teach them, and create their own vision board and have it be on their computer screen, so that that's what they see every time they turn their computer on, or they can print it off and put it on their bathroom mirror and see it every morning when they get up and every night before they go to bed.
And so what's the
Yes.
cost of that, Jimmy?
197.
197, and that's for just one person or for two people?
One person.
That's
One person. Gotcha.
Mhm.
And if they have a business partner or spouse that want to come, how much extra is that? Or is that are you doing a two or no?
If they contact me from watching this, I'll give them a 2-for-1.
Wow.
Mention you saw it on Huddle for Success. Mention that you
Yes,
saw
that's
Exactly.
that you saw us. Thank you so much for offering that to
Man,
our guests.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
How's
That is just awesome. Appreciate that.
Only 40 seats. So I actually have 35 left. So yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'll make sure I get you.
Mark can stand. Don't worry about it. He don't need to stand.
I'll make sure I get you the link that they can follow to get that deal.
Very
And
cool.
so after that, I mean, are you looking in the future to do more events? Are you going to try and are you going to try and do webinars, or do you prefer to do live events? What's that look like? What's your goal on that?
That's another good question, Duane. So yeah, I'd like to definitely do more. I can see my doing more online, so I can get a little bit bigger audience. But the in person is always so much better because you can feel the audience. You know from experience.
I can tell you for 30 years doing that, as you know, doing that business, hands-on is the best way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I love personal interaction. I mean, it's great. Zoom's great. All that's great, but the personal interaction is just incredible. To where not only when class is done, afterwards we would go to dinner. We would be able to. It was a 3-day event, and so you were able to just stay connected for all 3 days. And oh my goodness, I got to ask you this question, I forgot, or whatever. Once you're done the webinar, it's done, and now okay, well let me
Right.
send, wait for a reply on an email. But I think that's awesome, Jimmy. I think what you have here is definitely it's incredible. I'm lost for words. I think it's incredible, and I think that everybody needs to implement this into their business. And there are a lot of companies that are out there doing this, but I think I haven't seen anything to this magnitude of the training where you can bring your computer and create all that. I think that's definitely a personal touch. And for the price, my goodness, that's awesome.
Thank you.
And I'm assuming that's just to pay for the cost for the hotel and stuff like that. I mean, you're not making anything off of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the tools that Jimmy's used, I mean, the I know where you can plug into your website and see people that come to visit your website so that you know who they are. And so you at least know what type of people to market to. I mean, such a valuable tool. We just got that hooked up. I think we might need to tweak it a little bit and make sure it's on every page, but we've noticed we've got lots of traffic, and
we have. And yes. And so we're able to get our report every time somebody enters in. We get an email, there's a notification. It talks about their email address. It talks about where they live. Are they married? What's their age? The whole demographic of someone. And for those people that don't know that, everybody does it. Everybody. How do you think you get mail in the mailbox or in your mail or spam or whatever? I mean, that's what companies do, and it's just it's going to a higher level. Successful companies do that and then spend millions and millions of dollars a year to capture your information, and it's just. I mean, unless you're going to go knock on doors, I mean, that's really how else can you do it? You can't.
Right.
You can't have a
fills up.
sustainable business. You can't have a sustainable business because everything's so fast these days. There's no way. That door knocker service would be out of the roof with the cost.
Well, or slow, like when Jimmy and I used to be door to door calling on clients. I mean, that's what we used to have to do.
That's awesome.
Anyway,
Mark, you have anything else?
No. So why don't Jimmy tell us how can somebody get in touch with you if they want to find out more about I Know or Rocket or Avery or anything that they've heard you do?
realreachmarketing.com, the best way. Real reach, like realreachmarketing.com. If you want to go right to the AI workshop, it's ai.realreachmarketing.com, and you can buy tickets right online there. But if you're watching this and you want the special deal, there'll be a link below somewhere.
Yes, we'll be putting all the links to realreach.com and the AI Summit. Keep an eye out for us. We'll be marking that because I'm excited. I can't wait. I get to go to Florida and warm up a little bit in January.
I hate that I can't make it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a really exciting event, and definitely I would learn a lot if I went. So hopefully you can record it. And
I'll bring you the recorded version back.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, it was great meeting you. I hope that the next event you do, I'm able to get to. Love to come meet you personally and just pick your brain. And Mark and I definitely look forward to you helping us develop Huddle for Success in areas that we need help with. So appreciate all that, and thank you.
Yeah. Right. Thank you for having me. Great.
Anything else that you want to say?
I think we got everything. I appreciate the opportunity here.
Excellent.
Great.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's thanks for coming on.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So we appreciate you, the listener, for joining into this episode. As we said, that the link for you to be able to go to Jimmy's workshop, January 29th will be posted below in the header. Is it going to be in the header, Mark, or
it'll be in the description. We'll put it in the
description of this webinar. So that's awesome. We appreciate you listening. Again, don't forget about our Huddle Up sessions every Wednesday and Friday, where we come to you with a quick mindful thought. Like, share, leave a comment. We love that. Also, if you want a copy of Playbook for Life, you can always go to huddleforsuccess.com and download, and or go and get a hard copy at amazon.com. If you have Kindle, you can download it for free if you have the unlimited. If not, it'll cost you $4. But with that being said, from Mark and I, we wish you a great day, and we will catch you next time on Huddle for Success. With that being said, stay huddled up.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Huddle for Success. If you found it helpful and want to support others on their journey, share this podcast, leave us a rating, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll see you next week on Huddle for Success. Stay huddled up.